Once we looked to the skies and saw not just birds, but a bird of our own making, Concorde. Sleek as a dart, Concorde didn't just fly. It shattered the sound barrier, racing faster than the Earth turns. It was a marvel of engineering, a symbol of human ambition and elegance. The sonic boom was the sound of the future arriving. On board, passengers glimpsed the curve of the Earth and the indigo sky, views once reserved for astronauts. Concorde was more than a plane. It was a promise of a supersonic age. Its delta wings and drooping nose were feats of design, built for speed and beauty. Every part of Concorde was a testament to ingenuity and optimism. Even now, its name evokes wonder and nostalgia, a reminder of when technology felt magical. Concorde was the pinnacle of passenger aviation, a dream made real for 3 decades. Its story is one of triumph, tragedy, and enduring inspiration. Though grounded, it remains the queen of the skies. The legend of Concorde still soars in our imagination. Down in the 1960s, Britain and France joined forces to create Concorde, a supersonic jet that would change aviation forever. Their designs merged into one vision, Concorde, a symbol of harmony and ambition. Breakthroughs in engineering, like the delta wing, made supersonic flight possible. The world watched in awe as Concorde soared, marking a new era in travel. The Anglo-French alliance had built a legend. Flying Concorde was an experience reserved for the elite, a world of luxury and speed. The cabin was narrow but opulent, with leather seats, gourmet meals and champagne. Passengers watched the sky turn from blue to violet black, the Earth's curve visible below. The real magic came as the Mach meter ticked past Mach 1, supersonic, smooth and serene. London to New York in under 3.5 hours, breakfast in Europe, arrival before you left. Concorde was the ultimate status symbol, favoured by royalty, celebrities and business leaders. It was a stage for historic moments. Phil Collins crossing the Atlantic for Live Aid, the Queen herself on board. The aircraft became a star of the jet-set age, embodying glamour and exclusivity. Every flight was a journey into a rarefied world above the clouds. Concorde wasn't just transportation. It was an event, a privilege, a statement. It defined an era of speed and sophistication. For those who flew, it was unforgettable. Concorde soared where few could follow. For over 20 years, Concorde was a symbol of safety and perfection. But on July 25, 2000, tragedy struck. Air France Flight 4590, filled with excited tourists, ran over a metal strip on the runway. The debris burst a tire, sending rubber into the wing and rupturing a fuel tank. Fire erupted, trailing from the left wing as the pilots struggled to control the plane. Despite their efforts, the damage was catastrophic. The aircraft crashed into a hotel in Guernsey, killing all on board and 4 on the ground. In 2 minutes, Concorde's flawless record was shattered. The world watched in horror as the dream turned to nightmare. The crash marked the beginning of the end for Concorde. Its invincible image was gone. The Queen of the Skies had fallen. The supersonic age was suddenly in doubt. The crash sent shockwaves worldwide, grounding all Concordes. Engineers raced to make the aircraft safer. Stronger tires, Kevlar-lined fuel tanks. After a year, Concorde returned to service, but the world had changed. The September 11th attacks devastated air travel, especially for luxury routes. Business travelers and wealthy tourists vanished almost overnight. Concorde's once full cabins were now half empty. Rising maintenance and fuel costs made the aircraft unsustainable. Spare parts were scarce, and the plane required specialist care. The economic case for Concorde collapsed. Airlines faced mounting losses just to keep it flying. The glamour of supersonic travel faded in a world gripped by fear and uncertainty. The perfect storm of tragedy, economics, and changing times sealed Concorde's fate. The end was inevitable. The dream that once soared now struggled to survive. Concorde's era was drawing to a close. In 2003, British Airways and Air France announced Concorde's retirement. The world mourned. The future felt cancelled. Farewell flights became emotional celebrations, open to the public for the first time. Crowds gathered at airports. Millions watched as Concorde landed for the last time. On October 24, 2003, 3 Concordes touched down at Heathrow, marking the end of an era. The Queen of the Skies had come home. The final flight took Concorde to a museum in Filton, where it was first assembled. As the engines fell silent, an extraordinary chapter in aviation closed. Concorde became a museum piece, a relic of ambition and speed. Its roar was heard no more, but its legend endured. The world had lost its supersonic dream. Concorde's final journey was a poignant farewell. The age of flying faster than the sun was over. Decades after its last flight, Concorde remains an icon of beauty and audacity. It symbolizes a time when we dared to dream big and chase the impossible. Concorde's innovations pushed aerospace engineering forward. Its legacy lives on in every modern jet. The engineers who built it were visionaries, solving problems no one had faced before. Yet, its retirement marked a step backward. Flying became slower, less glamorous. Concorde is now a museum piece, a challenge to today's innovators. Its story is one of ambition, cooperation, and heartbreak. Progress isn't always a straight line. Sometimes we touch the stars, then return to Earth. The dream of supersonic travel still lingers. Concorde's sonic boom echoes as a reminder of what's possible. It remains the queen of the skies in our memory. The legend endures, inspiring new generations. Concorde's spirit soars on, forever unmatched.